Okay, so hello and good morning. I think it's morning still, or it might be afternoon now. I don't know. You all tell me in the comments. Comment below. Go watch my other videos. Like the videos. Subscribe to my channel. Tell me if anything I say resonates with you. Tell me how much you enjoy my readings. Things of that nature. Make me smile. I know I ain't the cutest today, but still tell me how fine I am. Okay, so this is going to be a collective reading. Damn, I'm not tired out. Okay, so let me get a few cards for collective energy. Let me turn my seat a little bit because my arm keep hitting the thing. Let me get a few cards for collective energy. Help me understand what's currently going on in the collective energy right now. Tell me what they may need to know, what the collective may need to know. And what situations are surrounding them. Got Eight of Wands, got Knight of Pentacles, got Five of Cups. I'm gonna shuffle again to see which one is gonna come out. Okay, that one wants to come out. I seen it too. Should have just grabbed it, but I seen her. Yeah, I should have grabbed it, but I seen her. Okay, so first card is Eight of Cups, and I got my book so I can do the numbers as well today. Stop being lazy. Eight of Cups. It says, the way he swims from the troubles of his life, he moves on and abandons all that he has achieved in order to search for meaning, happiness, and contentment. So somebody is looking for happiness. Somebody is trying to bring their spiritual world down to their physical world. They're trying to bring everything they feel in the spirit world down to the physical. That's what that 8 energy gives, especially with the saying you moved on and abandoned things that you have achieved just to find happiness, because stability and being happy is true wealth. 229. I say that all the time. Stability and being happy is true wealth. So in this book, this section is called While the Soul Slumbers. So someone asked me prior in the past, like, why do you say numbers like that, like certain numbers that you see? And that's why, like 249, it says, when the soul slumbers, God speaks to you in numbers. So the 8 vibration. It interacts with the sun signs. Okay, 8 represents wisdom, learning through experience, stability, patience, and responsibility. Okay, so yeah, definitely saying you may have learned a lot of things to get to that financial wealth, and those things you learned are also going to help bring you into your physical and spiritual wealth. 329. 8 is also the number of financial security, so you're feeling financially secure. Caution, restriction, self-discipline, and self-control. So that may be why you kind of want to take a step back from being in the spotlight and get more self-control and discipline over yourself. Or maybe you already have tapped into that energy, and that's why you kind of want to settle down and simmer down a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. You know, 8 is always as above, so below. So maybe it is time for you to settle things down. Like, we can run things without having to physically be there, without having to physically have our hands in things. So maybe that's what you're trying to do now. Okay, so the High Priestess is next. It says she patiently waits for things to unravel. She is in control of all things in her life. While the world around her is in constant motion, she stands firm in her ground of logic and allows her intuition to guide her through. Yeah, 444. So I'm big on that as well. Like, I have to say this again, like 449, when I'm in the South and moving around a lot, like, people come from the islands, they just know different things than people who are modern Americans know. So they know more things about spirituality and, using the elements and things of that nature. But a lot of us Black American people are Native American people, indigenous American folks. So a lot of that stuff comes within us, and that's what they mean by use your intuition. When you get those thoughts sometimes, like I can be walking to the store and something to tell me like, go touch that tree and ground yourself. And I'm gonna go touch that tree and ground myself. Go put your fingers in the water and connect to the earth and connect to the dirt and connect to the water. And then I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go connect to whatever my intuition or God tells me to connect to. It's in you, not on you. Gotta be in you and not on you. So yeah. We have the devil in the middle, and I'm gonna assume this is a situation that everyone 555 in this collective is facing, because the devil card is in the middle and other cards are outside surrounding that devil card. So this is all situations surrounding this devil, whatever this devil may be, or whomever 611 this devil may be. 8 of Swords. So yeah, this could be several situations surrounding a specific person or a specific situation, 8 of Swords. She frees herself only to see the error of her ways. In relationships, work situations, the path to move forward. 8 could be very, 639. 8 could be very important in this situation because, like I said, 8 represents, it's a very spiritual number. It represents the as above and so below. So things up there, maybe this is a spiritual war going on. I ain't gonna say maybe. 659, this is a spiritual war fucking going on right now. No questions, no doubts about that. Flat out. 707. So yeah. But 8 of Swords, basically it's saying that, you're releasing yourself from a situation to understand where you may have went wrong in a situation, because like I said, we make choices sometimes. So sometimes we choose to deal with the devil, and we have to understand that. We gotta understand that. Like I don't make the best decisions. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I work every day to try and make better decisions for myself. So that's all we can do. 9 of Wands. He finds the strength inside to carry on with the battle. So yeah, basically whatever you're facing with this devil situation and you freeing yourself, is saying keep going through it, because you will pull yourself out and you will come out better than you went in. Okay, so 9 vibrates to the planet of Mars. It represents aggressive action. So you need to take aggressive action. 759. Something, whatever with this situation, you need to be more aggressive, because this wand card is saying use your power, use your strength, and fight this shit. So yeah. Penetration, courage, and conflicts. Yeah, sometimes you gotta permeate the situation. You gotta keep pushing through that shit to get to that motherfucker. Like I was saying, sometimes I'm like when I do my readings, I might beat that. I might say several things one way, and it might not be the nicest way, but I'm gonna beat that shit in your head so you can get what I'm saying. And I was speaking on somebody that I dealt with too. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, why you on me like that? Like, because sometimes you need some shit beat into your head and your mind, and for you to realize and actually open your eyes up and see 849 and be like, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, you gotta pound the motherfucker over their head with the shit sometimes. Penetrate their motherfucking mind with whatever you got to say. With however you feeling, whatever you need to tell them, penetrate their mind. Yeah. Penetrate their mind. 9 is the number of originality. Oh, yep. Penetration, courage, and conflicts. So be courageous through whatever you got going on, and clearly it's some type of 919 conflictual situation that you're dealing with. So yeah, like I said, with this 9 of Wands as well, it's like saying keep fighting. It's something that you need to defeat. It's probably this devil. And with these cards right here, you gonna win. Here you gonna win. The devil don't stand a chance, baby. Tell the devil he don't stand a chance. Not one. 7 of Wands. Okay, it says he who hesitates will lose. So this is another situation, not related, well, related to the 949, still related to this one situation, but this is someone else in that situation. This isn't the person that I was just speaking on. Okay, so He who hesitates will lose. So basically, don't waste no time. Don't waste no time. Shit. Like, I was watching 1010. I was watching this damn thing on Instagram the other day, and the girls, the Playboy bunnies, was talking about Hugh Hefner, and they were talking about how the girls used to fight in the house all the time, and he just acted like he didn't see it, and he was like acting so aloof to the situations. 1029, he acted like, oh, like I don't know what's going on. The women, ignore them. Women are women. But she was like, I realized, like, once I just smartened up in that situation before she left the house, she was like, I realized, like, he knew about all of this shit that was going on. And she was like, it's probably in 1049, it's probably in 48 Laws of Power or some book, some fucking where. Basically, like, if you don't want your, whatever they will be called, if you don't want the people who are supposed to be with you, your followers or whatever, to turn on you, then you keep them separated. You keep them apart. 11:11. So yeah, things of that nature. But yeah, so it'd be like that. It'd be like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what she was talking about. Like, saying, he was probably doing that on purpose so he can keep control of the house, so the girls wouldn't be plotting on him, wouldn't be sitting around, thinking negative things about him, and start to be like, hey, well, yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that. Next we have, oh no, not next, because I'm going to do the number 7. Okay, 7 vibrates to the planet Neptune. It represents spirituality, sensitivity, sympathy, and mystery. So you can be, this is a big thing of mine, because 7 is a very spiritual protection number, a high spiritual, 1221, number of very high spiritual protection. But also, I'm big on empathy and not sympathy. So I'm big on putting myself in someone's shoes and understanding the things that they do. But that don't mean that you don't gotta fight against their ass. I mean, that you don't gotta not fight against their ass. 1242. I can understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. And then I can still talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And I can still do whatever the hell I can move in whatever manner I feel like I need to get what the hell I need to get and get what the hell I want to get. Long story short. So yeah, 5 of Swords is next. Sorry, I didn't finish. It represents spirituality, sensitivity, sympathy, and mystery. 7 is the number of illusion and delusion, sometimes deception. So yeah, that's why I'll be like empathy, not sympathy, because I don't like feelings. Don't let nobody make you feel sorry for them, because it's like, that's usually manipulation in my mind. When somebody's trying to make you feel sorry for them, that's manipulation. But when somebody just wants you to understand where they're coming from, that's just human nature. 1333. Human nature. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Okay. 7 is number 2. Okay, but also the number of healing, miracles, faith, and dreams that come true. So yeah, go ahead. Don't hesitate. Chase them motherfucking dreams and your shit gonna come true. Just like that. Bow! Just like that. Okay, 5 of Swords. He performs the ritual of suicide as a result of his failure. So lies and slander can also be implied in this card due to its airy nature. Okay. The loss of control over your own success and the amount of anguish you experience as a result will depend on your spirits. In situations such as work, you may be retrenched or fired for not meeting standards. Breakups in relationships may also be linked to not meeting each other's expectations. So yeah, maybe you're depending on this devil character to tell you whether you're doing good or you're doing bad, and you need to stop doing that. 1441. Yeah. So you can't look at how someone else may look at your life and be like, oh, that you're a failure, and then you label yourself as that. Don't let anybody label you. Control your own narrative. So, number 5. 5 vibrates to the planet Mercury. It represents communication, movement, and versatility. It's the number of intellect and of both written and oral expression. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing for you to like write down 1515, write down your ideas, practice how you're gonna handle situations and go about certain things before you do them. Yeah, I think that's something that'll probably help you out. Just focus on what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it and practice it before you execute the idea. Yeah. He abuses his power. He is trapped by the lure of money. He only cares for the fulfillment of his own desires. Greed and egocentry may take over and cause a path of destruction. Life seems to have space for every little else than your obsession with material and physical pleasures. In situations, this card warns of the destructive influence of greed and wealth on the outcome of any arrangements or agreements. So 1616. I'm gonna look up that number too. So what I'm getting from this is just basically you're dealing with someone who is very greedy in your life. All of you guys, honestly, every card on here since Devil's in the middle, all of you guys may have been dealing with a greedy person and who is obsessed with just material things and things that they can attain, and maybe have taught you guys the same thing off of what you can get instead of and what you can take instead of what you can give and what you can create. Yeah. Okay, 16. And then I'm gonna end it after this. 16 is the Shattered Citadel. 16 is pictured by the ancient Chaldeans as a tower struck by lightning. So it's the tower in the tarot book is 16. So it's a tower coming down. 1709, 1711 is a tower coming down in this situation, and that's probably falling upon the devil since he was in reverse. That tower is going to be falling on him. And if you're in this devil's vicinity and don't sever these ties, then that devil's negative karmic 729 negative karmic things and all of that nature are going to fall upon you as well. Like I'm big on saying that, get away from people. 1737, get away from people, because a lot of people got their own shit going on and you don't know what they got going on. So it's like you could be connected to somebody and receive their bad karma, you know, as well. Okay, it warns of strange fatality. Oh, okay. Tower struck by lightning, from which is a man falling with a crown on his head. So the Dumpty is about to fall. It warns of a strange fatality, also danger of accidents and the defeat of one's plans. In the name equals compound number 16, it would obviously be wise to change the spelling to avoid this vibration. Okay, sorry, it's other shit that they was talking about. Okay, but yeah, so 16 is usually a big number on obligation, responsibility. Listen to the voice within. Like I was saying, listen to your intuition, which will usually warn you of danger. Don't ignore that inner voice. As I partially explained earlier regarding the fact that the name Abraham Lincoln is a 16, and he was warned repeatedly of his potential assassinations by his dreams. He also receives several sensitives or mediums who were brought to the White House by Mary Todd Lincoln. He did not heed to these many clear warnings and refused to take the necessary precautions and was unable to avoid his fate. It could have been avoided, and this is important for the person whose birth number. Okay, so this could be for somebody as well who was born on the 16th day of any month. So 16 could be 1930. 16 could be an influential number in your life where you could have been born on the 16th. 16 years. 16 years. All right. Yeah. Something is that 16 years, 1949 is like scratching in my ear right now. something is 16 years or has been going on 16 years, or something will end, something is ending 1959 after 16 years. That's what I think it is. Something is ending after 16 years. Whew. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Have a good day. Like my videos. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me if anything that I said resonated with you. 2022 million vision.